Hello, Pisces. There is a thunderstorm going on right now, so you might hear it. Welcome to Moonbeam Tarot. And this is a general love reading for the energy of Pisces. Now, since it's a general reading, Spirit is going to give me a specific message, and it's going to kind of be your responsibility to apply that to your situation, how it fits. So it could be for you, it could be for the person you're dealing with. There might only be a sentence that helps you. Even if you aren't a Pisces, or you don't know if you have any Pisces in your chart, if you're intuitively led to this video, there will be a message for you. So if you want a more personal look at your actual life, I've reopened bookings for my private readings. So you can send me an email in regards to that. We can set something up. I'm also a psychic medium, so if you're interested in contacting someone who has passed over, email me about that as well, and we can set something up. Also, Spirit has me showcasing, we'll do the Vanna White, some of my paintings as well, so this is for sale. So if you're interested in any of those things, you're going to find a link to my email address in the description box. It's jaxmoonbeam444@gmail.com. Okay, so let's see what's going on with your cards. Oh, I'm going to be using a deck that I created myself. It's all my own artwork. I created this deck and these paintings when I was on lockdown in Cali, when the whole world lost its mind and decided to shut down. Okay, so I'm gonna say, since there's a severe thunderstorm going on during this reading, it feels the significance of that is that some of you guys have been repressing your emotions, and they're about to violently explode out of you. For others of you, there could be happening right now, but there's going to be some major changes happening in your life. Feels like really heavy energy today. And I've been seeing a lot of fives lately, so I feel like there's a huge shift happening now, like at any moment. We're also in the Lion's Gate. So let's see what Spirit has for Pisces in love. Strange. Why so serious? The Joker quote came into my mind. It did on an earlier reading today as well. Why so serious? Heavy, heavy energy. And that card just flew on the ground, and that, like, literally never happens. Like, that's happened, like, maybe 3 times in the last 24 readings I did, I think. And it was the royalty card, so I'll find out what that means. Gotta look at all the cards. so much nervousness. It's like, it feels like there's an unveiling coming. Like it's a big deal. That one almost fell on the ground. Oof, betrayal. Dun dun dun. Okay, Spirit's telling me to stop. Bottom of the deck, well, this is awesome. Bottom of the deck energy, love is coming for you in waves. So, that's good. Man, I just feel like this energy is so heavy, heavy, heavy. Okay, so we have a rainbow. There's actually a rainbow in this painting, but it's rainbow colors. It's not solid, but so this is 2 rainbows. Rainbows are really good. When rainbows come up in readings, it means that you may be walking through storms, but Spirit ensures that there will be happiness on the other side. And it's like God saying, this is your destiny. You cannot escape this. You might have to walk through a storm to get to this, but once you get to the other side of the storm, I have put this into your life, and man cannot erase what God has put together, what God has created. What is it? I don't know why it came out like that. Man cannot separate or destroy what God has put together. So this is, you didn't do anything wrong. So maybe some of you guys feel really guilty about something that you've had to do, or something that you've done, or this could be, maybe you were in an abusive situation and somebody made you feel like everything was your fault, that you deserved the things they did to you, or if you were just better, or if you were like maybe they came at you with like, I'm just so tired of dealing with your shit, like things like that, and like really talked down to you and made you feel like you deserved the negative treatment that they gave you. And this is Spirit saying, hell no, you didn't do anything wrong. You didn't deserve, like, you don't deserve to beat yourself up, and you don't deserve to be beat up by others. I feel guilt with this card. Like, man, like I feel somebody thinking like, man, I really didn't want to walk away from that, or I really didn't want to hurt anybody. And maybe some of you feel like you're doing something wrong by being happy. So the card that flew is royalty. So I'm still not sure what this card is about, but it's very interesting because we have the crown here and we have the crown here. Be honest. This is Eagle Scout's honor, and there are bees and blue butterflies. So I think what this is saying is maybe you've been hiding some things, or maybe like I said in the beginning, I feel like there's been some repression with some emotions, and that could be with yourself, of course, like trying to fool yourself, but it could also be you wow, I just had wow, that was intense. Realizing how different you are than how you used to be, how different everything is than how it used to be. Okay, so yeah, it's like being dishonest with yourself and other people around you about how you truly feel, what you truly want. So when you are honest and you express yourself in an honest way, that's where this royalty energy, I think, comes in. I also feel for some of you that you are like madly in love with someone who you look at as royalty, like they're above you or better than you in some way. And Spirit's saying, no, that's not true. This person's not better than you. They're not royal and you're not. You're not below anyone else. But it's also saying, well, I can't remember even if I said this or not. Wow. I'm getting really heavy messages here. The honesty will put you in your royal energy. Like, when you're honest, it's gonna shift you up into your divine, your true divine energy. There's a diamond here on top of this crown, so that's significant. I don't know how to show my love, so this could be somebody dealing with some sexual trauma. I feel like this is a giver to a fault, like someone who is programmed from prior abuse to perform for love, or to show their love in a purely sexual way, or to try to guard their heart, but mask their true feelings, but try to filter them into like a lustful energy instead. Maybe somebody who uses sex as a control tactic, or has in the past, and maybe they realize that they've done this, and so it makes them feel very insecure, and maybe that's the reason you feel like you're below this other person, because you see them as pure and honest and upright, and you do not see yourself that way. And so Spirit is saying, write yourself a letter and mail it. So this is kind of coming with a little bit of a weird message also. More than one message with this card, but if this is about your twin flame, Spirit's saying if you write a letter to yourself, you're going to find that it contains all the words that you actually have to say for your beloved. Like, if you're having a hard time expressing the words that you really want to say to your beloved, Spirit's saying write a letter to yourself. Say the things, like, let those words come out in a letter, what you have to say to yourself. And Spirit's saying you're going to be surprised to find that those are the words you're actually looking for your beloved. Now, this is also just straight up saying, like, talk to yourself better. Like, be more loving and compassionate towards yourself, and start like a love journal. Like, but literally write yourself a letter as well, and mail it to yourself. and let yourself get it in the mail and open it and be like, and experience what that's like. And strangely, this is also maybe suggesting you actually sending your beloved a letter in the mail as well. That's interesting. So the last card here we have is betrayal. So I feel like a lot of you have been betrayed in the past by people who have been abusive towards you and have made you feel like everything is your fault, and like things like, well, I wouldn't have done this to you if you didn't deserve it, or you brought this onto yourself, or if you didn't act like this, I wouldn't do these things, things like that. But I also feel with this energy that you feel you have betrayed your beloved, whether it's just by not being in their life, or lying to them about your true feelings, or choosing someone over them, choosing money over them, choosing status over them, choosing ego over them, choosing fear over them, choosing all of those things over your own heart. Because I definitely feel that that's where the block is coming in, that somebody is guarding their heart and turning everything sexual. Or like that sexual trauma is keeping them from being able to properly express their love. So I feel like they just hold it all in and hide it, whether this is about you or somebody else. But there's a lot of love here, and somebody just feels like they don't know or haven't known in the past how to show it, or they didn't want to show it because they felt more comfortable staying in this ego energy of making everything about sex or appearance, or making everything look real polished and nice on the outside, but the inside of you and everybody around you that you were dealing with is just a mess. But underneath this, we have be self-aligned. So you have two be cards. Be honest, be self-aligned. So bees might be significant for you. Bees are about major transformation, and they're literally messengers of the divine. So this is, I feel, the most important card in this entire reading. Love is coming for you in waves. So I feel like this is going to start hitting you in waves, and it might be very scary for you at first, but it feels like the time has come. Like it feels like it's now. And it doesn't even matter if you continue to try to fight it or hide from it. I feel like Spirit's just going to keep hitting you with wave after wave after wave of love, and that's going to be like from the outside and from the inside. Like, if you've been working really hard to try to keep your chest sewn up just so that there isn't any love coming out of it, like, those sutures are busting. Like, you're just, it's just gonna happen. Like, you're getting to the point where there's too much of it. You can't contain it anymore. You can't control it anymore. It's coming out. And I feel that some of you are really afraid of the consequences of this happening, because maybe you're in like a purely sexual relationship, or you're in a karmic relationship currently, or maybe you are, in the sex industry, something going on here. And this love that you feel is so different than all the other stuff that you feel on a regular basis. As I feel like a lot of you, the stuff that you feel on a regular basis is very shallow, and there's no real depth or quality to it. It's um, like status driven, money driven, lust driven. But these are all just defense mechanisms. Like, you've kept yourself in this place because if you've kept yourself in this place, nobody gets really close to you. So you don't have to be vulnerable because you are afraid of that. You're not sure how to do that or how that would work. Like, there's no control on that path for you. And due to previous abuse, you have to have control to feel safe. So, but like Spirit saying this is coming out, it's gonna start, like it's gonna explode out of you. Like, I see it like a few, like a little bit coming out, and then like a big boom. And it's going to change your whole world, I feel. And then I feel like either after that, it could be like a little bit of love coming in a way that you're not expecting, and that could be what triggers this coming from out of you. But once the waves start to come out of you, then the thing is the waves are going to come from outside of you. Now, what I mean is, once you begin to express this love, you're going to find that this person loves you back, and you're going to find that people in your life that maybe you weren't allowing yourself to see, they love you too. Like, this is a lot of love from all directions. And it's going to change everything. It's going to change everything. So, I feel like I'm supposed to get a couple more cards because I feel like you guys are going to be like, well, what's going to happen after the change? It seems very clear to me here that the message is these rainbows and all this happiness is what's going to come after the change. But I feel like some of you guys are going to want more information about that. About what's going to happen after this explosion of love occurs. Because I feel like that's what you're the most afraid of, is the unknown. What's going to happen? Am I going to be loved back? Am I going to be rejected? Are people going to try to kill me? I'm not really sure why you feel like somebody's going to kill you for love, but I do feel that, yeah, see, as I said that, this card came up, you're definitely going to want to slap them. It's like some of you guys feel like someone's going to be angry with you about loving someone. And it could be a karmic love. Like you're afraid of making a karmic love angry. We have Be My Valentine, another card about bees. Clearing generational karma and level up. So, yeah, it's like somebody here is hiding their feelings because they're trying to prevent pain, either to themselves or others or both. And this is attached to some childhood wounds that are different. I can't even say what the childhood wounds are because I can feel it's different. There's a lot of different stories out there. But the result of the childhood wounds is that people feel scared of real vulnerability, scared of real love, turn it into other things, lust, money lust, power, control. But there is real love here, real love, and it's gonna come out. Like, it's gonna come out. There's no way to keep this in anymore, and what's gonna happen is there's gonna be a big level up. See, these colors are very similar here. It came right under write yourself a letter and mail it. So that could, like, that might not even be you literally doing that. It could just be like all of a sudden you have this like come to Jesus moment and you're sitting outside and you just are talking to yourself and you're like, wow. And something about like a conversation you have with yourself makes you realize that even if there is some trouble or with this, even if someone gets hurt because you're leaving them, it's the way it's supposed to be. And you're not doing anything wrong by being honest with yourself and everyone else about your true feelings. And there's something that's going to occur there, some sort of enlightenment, some awakening, and that's going to trigger this level up. More rainbows. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 rainbows, 5 rainbows. That's not technically a rainbow, but it's like an explosion of colors. Doesn't have all the rainbow colors there, but it's close. So all these rainbows are saying, like, yeah, that this might be a stormy situation, but afterwards there's going to be so much happiness. And it's going to be okay. Like, the storm will settle. And what will be left is peace and harmony and happiness. I feel like somebody's really afraid of hurting somebody's feelings. And, you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna wander into a conversation with yourself, is what I'm feeling. And you're gonna realize the reasons why you're afraid to hurt someone's feelings and how detrimental that is, that you're choosing to keep other people happy and they don't deserve it, like they haven't earned it, like you're just going through the motions. And I think it's because it's what you saw a parent do. Like, you saw one of your parents sacrifice every single thing about themselves for their significant other, and you can see clearly now where that got that person and how much pain that caused them. And you're seeing that you're just like following what you saw, like you're just acting that out subconsciously. And I feel like you're gonna see everything totally different. Like, wow, what am I doing? Like, is this how I want to live my life? Is this the right way to live my life? Is this right for me and for this other person who I'm truly in love with? Is this even right for this person I'm trying not to hurt, because I'm hurting them anyway, because my love is a lie. And I'm hurting them more by keeping them in a situation that is a lie than walking away from them, letting them feel a little bit of pain, get over it, and find somebody who will love them truly. It's something along those lines. and it feels really heavy. And it feels like there's going to be a lot of crying, a lot of emotions expressed, and that will be good. Those will be healing tears, and it's going to set everything the way it's supposed to be. Like, I feel somebody has sort of been holding their life and the lives of others in a bit of a limbo because of this. And like, this shift is a long time coming, but in the process of it taking a while, there's been a lot of lessons that have been learned along the way for all of these people involved. And the ones who are actually open to being better and shifting and taking responsibility for their actions, for the ones who actually want to grow as a person, there's been a lot of growth on this journey, because the time it has taken for this to come together has been filled with lessons. So even though there has been a lot of pain, even in this, that pain was used, and that's going to be, I think, part of your realization. I think you're going to look at maybe this person who you are in love with, who you've been hiding it or something, and you're going to see all the pain that they've went through, and maybe that you feel that you've put them through, and you're going to see what they did with that pain. And then it's going to make you like, oh, well, I've been doing everything I can to prevent this other person from feeling any pain, but they're still acting like they're in pain anyway. And what are they doing with their pain? Bitching and complaining and being ungrateful or whatever. But I think you're ultimately going to be like, well, if this person feels a little bit of pain, it's up to them what they do with it. But I see now that they have the option to grow from it if they want and become a better person. And that isn't under your control. But I think it's going to help release you from the fear you have of moving into this new path. So that's what I got. I love you guys. Be kind to yourselves and be kind to each other. And I'll talk to you guys soon.